so the recording didn't actually work, which is a bummer. I think I do have the actual exit from the trade, so I'll throw that in. But we're just going to go through a quick recap of the play itself. So as you can see, this is SPY for the day. This is the 5-minute chart on the side, and as you can see, we've had a bit of a couple days of sell-off. So, I knew, especially seeing this gap down pre-market, that we were going to see some kind of movement today, either up or down. I most likely thought up, and we actually did call this thing. And so I'm going to explain to you kind of why I did what I did. So I don't want to be that zoomed in. Okay, so yeah, kind of walking through it. I didn't buy the morning. When you have big movement the day before or the few days before, like the beginning 30 minutes of the market, it's kind of just wild. That's usually when you'll have most of your volume from people either holding from the day before and selling out, which is what we saw, this morning. People were betting on it going down. We had a huge sell-off right in the morning, people selling all their shares, and then the squeeze up, which is what was expected. So I didn't really mess with any of that. Kind of carrying through, you can see it sideways for most of the rest of the day. We did see a dump, and when I saw this dump, I noticed an unusual amount of volume. We had a big volume jump right here. And so when you notice that dump, and then I started to see the reversal, when it crossed this EMA, this is when I was paying attention to it. Because right here, we crossed the EMA, we had a big gap up on another high volume, and then the volume's just down, and then another gap up. And I kept seeing these volume up candles on all the green candles. So when I saw this unusual volume, and you can see it best when I'm zoomed out, so you can kind of see the volume on the day, we have like these spikes, and it was this spike, no, it was this first spike right here which caught my attention. So it would have been this green candle up. When I saw this break of the level, I had it on my watch, I let it play out, kind of rested over the 200 EMA, and when it bounced off this 200 EMA, I knew I wanted in. So after this consolidation period, we see a little push up on volume, and I see it tank to the EMA. Once I saw it start to rise off the EMA, and I saw this big green tonight candle, I entered, and because I knew that was showing persevering strength. And another reason why this was such a good entry is if you look over here on the 5-minute chart, you can see the kind of consolidation over under the 20 EMA, and then a candle igniting through it. And so I saw that the candle was holding, and they was going to blow through the EMA again and open it up, which is kind of why I entered. And so you could see it took up, had a pullback, and on this second push through is when I exited. I was unaware of how high it was going to go. Obviously, I would have made a lot more, but that wasn't really my goal. The market was being super sideways, so I didn't really know if this was going to be a move to as high as it did go. But I just practiced what I knew. I think I got out damn near the top of this candle as well. But kind of the reason I walk through, the biggest kind of takeaways from this trade is just noticing the volume. Like pretty degressing volume throughout the day, not a lot of movement, and then when we start seeing these volume spikes, had a huge volume spike which created this initial sell-off, and then the volume's just increasing as these kind of plays are moving through. We're seeing spikes of random volume on all these big moves up, which is why I knew it was going to be a big spike. When you have really high volume plays or spikes in volume like that, it's good. It's more readable in a way, because as you're seeing the volume go up, you're going to see your candle ignite a lot farther. And so when I saw my candle kind of ignite pretty far off the 20, I assumed it was a good exit. It's not too shabby. You've got like $190 on the day, but as you can see, I was so just focused on the volume that I didn't really read my setup, because my setup is this exactly when the EMAs open up. I definitely could have rode that comfortably. This is definitely going to be the top up here, so it's going to whittle down. We might see a spike through right at close, but that's a perfect EMA open up, and the 5-minute chart just highlights it a little better. And so that was really kind of the things we were looking for. Yet again, I also, kind of the reason why I tried to exit so soon is I did go on a lot more contracts. I used 10 contracts, same day expiration, which, on a small account, that can be really risky. So, that's, you want to take your money and go. You don't want that thing to sit here and decay, because as we're getting closer to the close, they're decaying more. And, if the more swings it does, we're bouncing in between profit and out of profit. And once again, I appreciate everybody for tuning in. like I said, I did lose a lot of the recording, so I will throw in the actual end of it. I ended up figuring out that my camera was off and the screen recording was off, so I hurried and shut them on. You capture the exit, I show the profits. Tuned in for this week. It's going to be a great episode. Obviously, in this last clip, I'm pretty upset that I lost the recordings, but you know, day is a day. Green days all the way. We're 3-0 as far as the series goes. So you know, we'll keep testing our luck and just keep executing to what we know that we need to do. But until next time, let's kill it. Okay, so I didn't realize that all my recordings were off still. So, apologize for that, guys. But we're gonna be running an exit here. Yeah, that's so annoying. I thought I had all my, at least my screen recording up. Okay, there's an exit. Just so you guys can see. There you go. $190 on the day. Yeah, guys, I don't know why the recording did that. I'll just do a recap. But thanks.